welcome back to my reviews of my favorite Transformers cartoon ever, Beast Wars. In today's review, we're taking a look at the episode Chain of Command. In this episode, Optimus Primal is abducted by aliens. Seriously, he is straight up abducted by aliens. And the other Maximals quarrel amongst each other about who should be the leader in his absence. We begin with the Maximals checking out the Standing Stones, which is the Stonehenge-like structure that we were first teased in the second episode of the series. But of course, the Predacons also happen to come to the exact same location at the exact same time. I like this little moment where Rat Trap yet again saves Cheetor from Tarantulas. It's a nice little nod back to a couple episodes ago. So after Pterosaur fires on the Energon, it explodes. But it also releases some kind of signal beam. Sometime later, an alien probe comes through a wormhole and lands at the Standing Stones, which Optimus Primal and Dinobot go to investigate. But so do Megatron and Waspinator. However, the alien probe lets out a pulse that disables the Transformers, and it seemingly vaporizes Optimus.
Maximal torture chamber.
Apparently Dinobot isn't into that kinky stuff.
Although, I could get behind that idea.
But clearly Rat Trap is. Seriously though, Dinobot has not used the CR chamber once since joining the Maximals? Well, I guess this is the first fight we've seen him in since the opening two-parter.
How did I get here?
We found you dumped in front of the command base hatch.
Aw, just like an innocent orphan in a B-movie.
Wait, how did Dinobot get back to the base? I doubt the Predacons would have returned him to the Maximals. I guess we're supposed to believe that it was the probe? Although, as we learn more about the Vok, I doubt they would be inclined to do so again in the future. Dinobot and Rat Trap then argue over who should be the new leader. So they put it to a vote. But it comes out as a tie.
What? Which one of you traitors voted for the Predacon?
It's a secret ballot. No one has to say who they voted for.
We can assume that Dinobot and Rat Trap voted for themselves, so that just leaves Cheetor and Rhinox. Rhinox, I believe, would have voted for Rat Trap. Those two definitely seem to be best friends throughout the show. Although, who knows? Maybe Rhinox thought that Dinobot would make a good leader. He is honorable, and he has a very strategic mind. Cheetor I could see going either way as well. Like I mentioned earlier, in the episode The Web, Rat Trap saved Cheetor from Tarantulas, so he'd have some loyalty for him there. But in the last episode, Dinobot was the only one who believed in him, even if Dinobot was only thinking of his own goals. What about you? Who do you think voted for who in this episode? And who do you think would make a better leader in Optimus Primal's absence? Speaking of which, Optimus somehow manages to radio the others, even though he has no body.
Rat Trap, you're in charge. I'm sure you worked out the chain of command peacefully.
By the way, I gotta say, it's so cute seeing little Rat Trap in charge. Aww. He's so awkward in his new position of authority. He kind of reminds me of myself in my new promotion at work.
We need a device to extract Optimus from that probe.
Oh no. Make a device to extract physical molecular structure from an alien probe? Man, I gotta be a miracle worker.
Okay, now Rhinox is reminding me of myself at my job, with my boss always asking me for the impossible. By the way, does this thing that Rhinox is using as a workbench look like it has some familiar writing on it? Yep, that's right. This is yet another trash can. So the Maximals and Predacons fight for a while outside the Axelon, before they eventually call it off and then reconvene at the probe. And I like how Waspinator tries to be sneaky, but he gets caught by Rhinox. So the probe finally releases Optimus and...
Look who's back and feeling prime.
Yes, this is one of my favorite little moments of Optimus Primals, and probably Beast Wars in general. So cool. So, after the Maximals pose for the thumbnail, the Predacons retreat, and the probe disappears. And we are simply left with more questions than we started this episode with.
Good question. I wonder when we'll find out the answer.
Well, this was a great episode of Beast Wars. I liked seeing the Maximals work out their chain of command amongst each other. It makes me wonder, what if it was Megatron who was taken by the probe instead? How would the Predacons determine who should be their new leader? Well, maybe we'll get an idea in the next episode. But you'll have to wait until next week for that. For now, let me know what you thought of this episode of Beast Wars down in the comments. Remember to like, share, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you back here next week for the next episode of Beast Wars Power Surge. Another fun and interesting Season 1 episode. So I'll see you back here next time for that.